Hello everyone, it's Aaron Atchison again, still doing religious videos for everybody that is thirsting for God, who's not, who's debating on God. Some of you guys know my struggles, some of you guys know about me. For those who don't, well, too bad. Today we're going to talk about the book of Jonah. Yes, Jonah and the big whale, Jonah and the big fish, him, I'm talking about him. But his story is so much different. There's more to Jonah than people realize. He ran from God, and in the first chapter 1, Jonah 1, God told him to go to Nineveh. He wanted to go to Tarshish, and he ended up going to on his way to Tarshish. There was a big storm, and during the storm, he was in trouble, and they threw him overboard, and he was swallowed up. And so he talked to God, and God told him, again, go get up and go to Tarshish, or go to Nineveh. So he ended up going to Nineveh. And the story is very important for people who don't obey God when he tells them directly what to do. Me personally, I enjoy this story because I've not obeyed God, and like Jonah, stuff only got worse for me. Disobedience always ends up in very bad consequences. So in this story, after he was swallowed up by the fish, he prayed to God, and he said that if you get me out of the belly of the whale, I'll go to Nineveh. And he ended up going there. And so he changed the way he was for that. So the story is really good. It really allows us to see the love that he has for our enemies, even though we might not have love for our enemies because we're only human. So I really advise people to really, the ones that don't believe in God, I think that you should, and that you should obey him, because the more you obey him, the more life will become easier for you. I believe, from personal experiences. Speaking of personal experiences, this semester, I sort of went away from God, I have to admit. And it was just very, very, very bad for me. I admitted I was doing some things, going back to things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. But I realized that the more I stay obedient to God, the more he helps me out, the more work he has for me. It's just amazing, or whatever, the story of Jonah. I advise you guys, if you're interested, to read Jonah. It's in the Bible. It's the book of Jonah. Right here. Y'all don't believe me. I really do have the Bible out. Holy Bible. Oh man, that's more like. Anyway, so the story of Jonah. It's a very interesting one now that I've actually been opened up to it. It's about being faithful and being obedient to God. The more you're obedient to God, the more life will be less of a struggle, less of a hassle. I know some of you out there don't believe in God, and I'll pray for you. So I just wanted to give that little quick synopsis. I hope you guys understood it. There's more to come. Stay tuned.